Hey, thanks for checking in. A couple months back, I decided to paint my '85 Toyota pickup in a 1980s Ivan Iron Man Stewart paint scheme using Duplicolor Custom Wrap. Custom Wrap's a new temporary paint made to peel off when you want to remove it. Pretty much the same as Plasti Dip, but supposedly formulated for automotive use. Well, I only had white custom wrap, so I used some other yellow and orange and black aerosol paint that I had laying around the garage on top of the white and hoped it would peel off without damaging the original red paint. Today, I'm going to peel off the paint and discover that I took a gamble and lost in trying out this product. If you didn't see the paint video, I had an extra set of fenders and a hood that I painted with regular aerosol paint and swapped onto the truck. Then the rest of the cab and part of the bed were done using the white custom wrap. The truck got pretty dirty at the Gambler 500, but the paint held up well. Now back home, I put the 33-inch all-terrains back on for daily use, and I'm going to pull off this paint because I've read that 6 months is the maximum time you should leave it on, and the longer you wait, the more difficult it gets to remove. I'm going to start right here at the corner of this door since there's already a little bit of red paint showing through. It's very elastic. It actually feels kind of rubbery. And it's really sticking to the red paint. Like, it's taking more pressure than I would have thought to pull this big section back. Okay, so I'm noticing something here. The gloss red paint beneath the custom wrap now looks like a matte finish. Maybe it's just like a residue left behind that I'll be able to wash off. But look at this. It has the original gloss finish where the black Gambler stencil was. And you can see the shiny outline of the crescent wrench here in the light. Now the black stencil was done with regular old aerosol paint on top of the custom wrap. Removing this is not exactly a fast process. Now I'm down to the area where I painted a VHT engine enamel yellow stripe on top of the white. The engine enamel on top of the white seems to make it a little bit less elastic, and that makes it a little more difficult to peel because it tends to rip easier. So it's coming off, it just takes a little more patience. But I'm glad it's coming off all right. So whatever is causing this red paint to have dulled is not anything that can be removed. This red paint, it's a Sherwin-Williams urethane. It's not anything like a cheap aerosol paint, so I wouldn't think it should have been affected at all. It would make for a pretty stealth Gambler logo, if that's what I was going for. Now, I didn't feel like masking all around the door frame and the trim and the drip channel when I was applying the custom wrap, so I just put white tape over the frame. And here you can see a side-by-side comparison of the original gloss red and what has happened to the gloss red after the custom wrap has been applied. Again, look at the door frame and drip channel on the left compared to the dull A-pillar on the right, which was painted with the custom wrap. I painted part of the cowl cover to flow with the hood graphics, and it too has turned into a matte finish here. I don't get it. You know, I followed the directions in a can. I did 6 coats, which is plenty. It's been on for less than 2 months. There's a phone number on the back of the can. Maybe I'll give Duplicolor a call and see if this is normal, because the instructions don't say anything about this happening. It's coming out of the crack next to this black trim pretty well, really sticking together as one piece. And I'm assuming that applying 6 coats made the custom wrap thick enough to where it doesn't rip off easily. The door jambs are a different story though. I have these areas of light overspray and they just aren't thick enough to peel. So I'm just rubbing it off with my finger. And it takes some good pressure to get it to rub off. I suppose I should have masked off the door jambs as well. I'll keep that in mind, although I don't think I'll ever be using this product again on anything but wheels. Which I did spray my TSX's OEM winter wheels with the graphite custom wrap probably 2 years ago, and it still looks great. But if I ever decide to take it off, I'll know what I'm in for. I had a nasty run up here, sprayed on a little too thick, a little bit too close. But you can see where I couldn't apply it as thick because of the cap being in the way. So I gotta do it this way, rubbing it with my finger again to get it off. It's so dull now, but it's actually a little bit less dull where the yellow stripe was. It really sticks to the edge of this rubber trim here, but that'll come off if I scrape it with my thumbnail. Here's more white tape I put on after painting, since I forgot to leave a thin white stripe next to the orange here. Alright, look at this. You can see where the white tape was and how dull the custom wrap made the paint beside it. Again, you can see it's actually more dull where it was just the white custom wrap. Where I didn't follow directions and I put the orange and the yellow over top of the white, the red paint is actually less dull than where it was only Duplicolor's product. It took a long time to rub the paint off between the bed and the cab, and I went back with a pressure washer to get in that tight area. There's custom wrap stuck in this drip channel here, but I'm able to rub that out with a Q-tip. The overspray and the door jambs are the worst part to remove because it's too thin and it doesn't really peel off. So I've got some wax and grease remover here, and that seems to help if I rub the overspray with a soaked rag. Yep, this sucks. Don't forget to mask the underside of your door handles. So, after I tried putting on a coat of wax and seeing that it made no difference, I called Duplicolor's helpline and told the rep what was going on with the custom wrap turning my paint matte instead of the original gloss finish. The rep suggested that I polish the paint with a polishing compound. Most people don't have the spare time to clean, polish, and wax their vehicle after using a product that was supposed to be temporary. With a livery such as the Ivan Stewart stripes, it would have been way easier just to go with vinyl. Think about it, you got no masking off, no overspray, and vinyl probably wouldn't have dulled the paint upon removal. Oh well, live and learn, right?
You're right.
Has anyone else out there tried this custom wrap product before? If so, drop a line in the comments. I'm curious, how did it go? And if you do try this stuff, definitely test in a small area before you go crazy on the whole vehicle. Even though it's dulled, it feels good to have the truck back in plain humble red. It doesn't stick out so much like the Iron Man Stewart graphics. Although I will say, I was getting a ton of thumbs up on the road with the truck being painted like that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I've got some more mods and how-tos coming up for this truck in the near future. And as always, thanks for watching.
I always be gambling.